It didn't even like that.
Welcome back, everyone, to our little D&D game here at the Sausage Cafe. My name is Leo Fabric. I'm $100 there. We are unfortunately down a yogi in the mat today, so we are not a full house. We are just three of a kind, and then but
Hello, Dooney.
hello, dude. Oh, that's fascinating. My silly question for this week is: what was your favourite school dinner? When like primary school, secondary school, I'm gonna just go straight to dessert. Chocolate concrete and pink custard, obviously.
I was gonna say the same.
Halloween.
Green custard. Oh, okay, I've done that. Never done that.
I guess we were just on the wild side.
Much the wild
to do things.
No wild indeed.
Moving round clockwise.
Hello, my name is Forgus Pie, and I play Evanor the Sorceress
You know the one
/ Bar. Oh! And you stole my one. Well, I didn't steal one. You stole mine before me. So mine is secondary school food. It wasn't, but it's a dessert, but we always used to get it in the mornings. Was freshly baked chocolate cookies that were just a little bit hard on the outside, but still gooey in the middle.
We were looking to get a whole piece of toast in.
Save it.
Yeah.
I'm Joe. I play Flint, the Artificer. Now, the only food I actually remember. It's annoying because I go to school. But yeah, exactly. So like, I should know what the food is served there, but I don't. So because I don't even canteen, so I'm better than that now. Yeah.
Oh.
Good man.
No. Also, none of the teachers do that, so I went. No, not dealing with that. Probably the only food I remember having like vividly is having like the ham and cheese paninis, like ham and cheese, like stretched to really bar, and I loved it. Yeah, that was like my favourite thing.
Or just some proper handmade.
I know they had the ham and cheese baguettes there, but you wouldn't get that. You'd get the panini because they have a panini press. They go and you just get like.
Unless, surely not least.
Hello, my name's Flo. I play Rose, the Harangon Ranger, and I ate lots of different things in my school because it was actually quite good food. But the one that I constantly went back to was Pasta King.
Yeah.
Because like fish and cheese add cheese on, right? They were so unhinged with the amount of cheese they put on. You go, I'll have some cheese, and go, and it'd be like literally like a fucking like frozen clone of cheese, and you're like, hey.
The correct amount.
The correct amount.
I'm giving you inspiration.
I already have it.
You can have your token.
Pasta King is the deep cut, man.
Yeah.
And we literally all Pasta King. They had an entire section in the salad bar, and they also made a bunch of like fresh baguettes.
There's salad bar at the school.
On a road, like
We had like a video with like
we found Ofsted every year.
Yeah,
the canteen that was big.
yeah, the canteen where you got like just general hot room and you had like a little like pavilion type thing, and it was like just
canteen.
One of the schools I went to was private schools, so they didn't have like fancy lunches.
Mine is a grammar
I
school.
don't know who I am when we're at this table.
I could never afford it. I'm bringing in home dinners. Yeah.
And I was grammar school fan. Yes.
Right. Let's begin our session.
Okay, let's go.
Have swing water first. Clear out the
Being
gum.
very chatty to this
Oh
evening.
god, we have.
Maybe the down to people, so we can't talk more.
But let's about, I was about to say, let's go out more talk sessions.
More weight
actually
to
have,
got
like,
more weight to
examples.
pull now, guys. We've got more weight to pull. We're going to carry the story. Come on.
Indeed, right. Last time on the Shattering, the Spellens stumbled into an old smuggler's cache belonging to some Feywild pirates. You also made a new friend called Pebbles, who was not the smartest and ran headfirst into a gelatinous cube. You did battle with the gelatinous cube, a few of you getting stuck inside it as the battle went on. But after the gelatinous cube was defeated, you learned that it was acting as a sort of bodyguard for an ancient guardian known as Captain Cogwheel, a very fearsome pirate here in the Feywild. A man named. Technically, he was more 2.0, like he was clearly updated at some point. Maybe there was a Captain Cogwheel. We don't know. We don't know. There could be a Mark 1 Captain Cogwheel at some point. Maybe. Maybe. You. Again, you are unsure, but you also learned about a crashed airship somewhere in the unsealed land.
Glass cannon.
Yeah, with shards of the glass cannon possibly in the storeroom. The name of the ship, I forgot to write it down, but I think it was the Honourable Grandfather or something.
Yes.
And that was the name
Let me
of...
check my notes.
Something
I'm hoping I
grandfather.
added something.
Glorious.
Maybe that might have been the Clockwork Grandfather.
Yeah.
Royal grandfather.
Royal grandfather.
Yes, which was the name of the
Well said, grandfather clock.
You then swiftly left the smuggler's cache, as it were, giving like some top-ups of power to Captain Cogwheel just to let him remain alive. You then returned to the surface and started to make your way towards the abbey, but not before Pebbles took a bite of a fireball and was turned to cinders. That is what I'm saying now, is that I am doing a slightly bit of retconning and saying that as Pebbles took the bite of the fireball, he was turned to ash.
Am I a murderer?
All that was left was his shoes, and you don't know what that happened to. And that's exactly where we pick up today's episode, as the shoes are there in front of you, and Pebbles filled with some sort of smoking.
Can I just say the fire unicorn just does that? It's got like that cartoon black face when it coughs, just goes, yeah.
Another one back to the next.
Simon is just like, what the fuck?
Don't look Simon.
Oh, hell, it's alright.
It's fucking hell.
He's from Stoke-on-Trent, he's seen worse.
I haven't seen some bad stuff, but burnt alive because he thought he was eating.
He wasn't burned alive, he was not
Being
disintegrated.
so enthusiastic.
Disintegrated. It was painless.
Well, maybe we could do
Well, you
something
can hope it was painless.
It was instant, it was painless.
Okay, it's definitely.
Maybe we could do something with the shoes. I'll take the shoes.
You take his shoes. Yeah, they're not very well made. They're like very old leather.
And aren't they massive as well?
They are huge. You do have to like tip out the ash that's now in the shoes.
Inside the shoes.
Yes, scattering of the ashes.
Left, right shoes.
There is left shoe and right shoe in the shoes, but there's also pebbles in both of the shoes.
But it doesn't say left and right, it has pictures of hands like that.
Yeah. And it's that like that.
With all the ash, I just cast elementalism and just a weed, just like blurring everywhere.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Pebbles. Return to what you were.
I'm just seeing a ghost in guilt.
Yeah.
It's if you kill someone, you kill plenty of people. It just happens if
So
friends with them. It's just your
Those
first
idiots
bomb.
he killed in that time.
It was an accident. It was an accident. Just carry it on and let it very
The next time,
Simon pulls back his gun and marks a notch on the gun. For you to remember you by.
Thank you, Miss Moneypenny.
the lesson learned: don't give idiots the fireball pearls.
That's very
It really wasn't. I mean, I know I'm fucking stupid.
you hadn't give it to him, he just grabbed it off.
Yeah, I think it was apple for Henry.
You clearly wasn't raised right.
Well, it kind of was an apple for Henry, but
It wasn't. Yeah, exactly. You thought it was actual.
I'm at this point.
Continue on.
I'm at this point. I'm just doing.
that, and then he looked at me, long ago. Probably shouldn't have.
I'm there's a different one of like accidental kills that Rowan's just like.
I've just casting produce flame to feed Henry.
Yeah, feed Henry, produce flame.
Feeding Henry.
Thank you for the meal, my good man. As you get back up onto the cart, it fixed a few days ago.
I've got it in my notes here. Crashed 3 weeks in unseelie lands, but no reference of what crashed. I'm assuming that's a Royal Crown
Yeah.
Why did I say 3 weeks?
Because that's how long the journey is to
Oh,
get
it's
to the
3 weeks
You
to
have
get
to
to
travel
unseelie
3
land.
weeks
Okay,
in
crashed
the
in unseelie land, 3 weeks away.
Fine for shit.
Let me change those notes.
Yep.
Because I was reading that and I was going, I don't understand what I've written here.
Yeah.
Especially Sea Land, 3 weeks away.
You got like, I'm going to say that because you opened up like a security panel in Captain Cogwheel's head.
And used admin.
And you had stuff, there was definitely like a coordinates readout.
Yeah, we did get coordinates, yeah.
Everyone froze until me, except for the admin controls.
Yeah.
There was like a T&C's thing you had to fill out.
Yeah.
Just
Just scrolled through and went,
except at the bottom.
not reading all this shit.
You all get back onto the cart that you fixed a few days ago, and you continue to head off towards the Abbey. Valkus and Garn are clearly having some sort of private conversation in Orcish that you guys can't understand.
Yeah. You two do that quite well.
Did you see what happened to them? Okay, they're clearly having some sort of conversation about
Make
what
something
happened.
happen. Pebbles and
Fire.
fire and a skull.
But I'm going to say that you can take a long rest.
Long rest.
Something that I also do is that I say that level ups count as long rest. So
Okay, so when you level up, you get your health back and you get everything. But
normally that doesn't happen.
It's RPG rules.
It's RPG.
RPG rules.
It's like, hey, you leveled up. You get all your health back. You get all your stuff.
Refresh.
Why not?
It's like when a Pokemon reaches a new level.
Yeah.
They have to feed it.
Exactly. As you all continue to trek down this dirt path, who would like to roll a d20 for me?
Go on
Come
now.
on. Okay, then.
Hey.
19 is incredible at this point. The day begins to get a bit darker. As you have seen before here on the Feywild, the moons in the sky grow as the sun shrinks and the night becomes much darker. And there is a moment where, Rowan, you are resting in the back of the cart and you look up into the night sky. And there is a shooting star that shoots across the night sky, and you may increase one of your stats by 1.
Oh, you made a
You
win.
made a minor wish.
I wish that I was slightly more charismatic.
You can't go above 20 with this, unfortunately. So it's already happened. I know. I'm just saying if there was one thing that was at 20, you can't use this to get above 20. Yeah, there is a moment where
Still got no reason.
you got a little bit more. It's a +1 now, so.
Yeah, all my
you
numbers
see
are
this
even.
shooting star breaks across the sky, and you think in your mind that you were a little bit more charismatic.
Oh, that's so
And when you awake in the morning, you feel as if you are. And there is like a slight radiant glow from Rowan this
You
morning.
did Rowan and Owen look good. I like it.
Had a good hair day.
Whatever you're doing.
Keep doing it. Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I got an extra hour of sleep. To be honest.
Yeah.
Beauty rest. See? Down to work.
I didn't need half sleep. It's great.
Yeah.
Thing.
You're beating off me.
Yeah, I've still got the ring of sustenance. I keep on forgetting about that thing.
Yeah. But eventually, you all start to see the sight of something in the distance as you begin to crest over like large hill. When you get to the top, there is this magnificent building in the distance. And hi, if you would like to describe what we all see.
We are seeing the Abbey. Everybody, look. The Abbey is it's a convent. It's an abbey. It's church life, larger than a church.
Much larger.
It's hidden by enchantment within the Feywild. It's quite gothic appearing with very tall spires, large stained glass windows, gargoyles, the whole works. And you can hear cloister bells ringing, but it's a very resonant cloister bell and a very high resonant cloister bell. It's quite eerie, quite gloomy, but it's also it's very dark and gloomy area, but it's if a forest is bioluminescence, that's the kind of gloomy vibe.
Then there is this inviting presence in a sense that somewhat emanates.
It's enchanting.
It is enchanting. It's enchanting and enchanted.
It's like going towards the old witch in the woods cabin.
Yeah.
It might doesn't look like handy
Approaching
outside, but
the
it's very
gingerbread house in a
but
way.
it's very enticing.
Kind of gothic where it's like,
Yeah.
Curiosity is very much an aura of the abyss.
And as we begin,
Can I just say, as we're looking at the abbey, I go, hey, where did Valkus and
they are sitting in the back of the cart. They are still here with you.
Oh,
They are in the
I'm
back
hoping
of the
to.
cart.
I've been watching videos of lots, so I'm trying to compare.
Balkus and Garn are still here with you. They are sitting in the back of the car
Damn it.
and having some sort of conversation. Stand.
Damn it.
But as you begin to approach the abbey, the suns begin to grow once again as the morning as it is here in the Feywild begins to start. And there is a very strange sight to see outside the front of the abbey. There are these two very large potted plants outside the doors.
Like blocking the
Blocking the doors. Evanora, you would know who these are.
Okay.
These are like the bodyguards for the abbey.
Nice.
You shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have said that because I was thinking of a name for one of the plants and it's absolutely gone now.
Audrey 2, Audrey 1 and Audrey 2.
No, I already thought of a name for one of them because it's a plant pun.
Oh, we could have probably did Bill and Ben the flower
It could have been Bill and
man.
Ben. It could have been Bill and Ben, but I wanted one of them to be a plant pun, and then obviously the other one just has to be Audrey now because why not? But yeah, you approach these large potted plants. They're like the pot itself is like 6 foot tall, and then the actual plant pot is like another 4 foot on top of that. These are like giant sentient plants.
Right.
And yeah, as you approach, and I guess you can leave the cart outside if you so choose to. The left plant, very much a sunflower. The like sunflower face like awakens to see you all. And it's just like, hello, welcome to the abbey. Can I help any of you?
I think
You smell delightful.
Evanora, it's been so long.
Has it been so
Yeah,
long?
it's been a while for us, to be honest.
It feels like we're a moment apart just looking at your sunny face.
Ah, it's good to see you again. And you know this is Herbert.
Herbert.
Oh, Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves! Oh, I like that. That's good, that's good. But no, we're going to say this is Herbert.
Damn it.
Just
There you go, I see it.
Herbert, yeah. Or Herb if you want to.
For sure.
And then the other plant, very much like a Venus flytrap plant.
Yeah, there you go.
Like the mouth opens and looks at you all and it's just like, hello, welcome to the abbey. Don't mind him. My name's Audrey. Can I help either of you?
And she's gorgeous, isn't she?
Oh, well, you're welcome back. It's so good to see
It's
you.
always good to see
so.
you.
Jet.
Oh god, I heard the voice.
Huh?
I just heard Tim Curry.
Oh,
Tim the voice.
I'm like, hot Christmas.
Yeah, I just heard the voice, man.
You know what? You want fucking yeah, we're going to Tim Curry. No, Tim Curry's a plant now.
So Jet instinctively flies off my shoulder to fly high enough to be making eye contact with Herbert
Yeah.
to be able to talk to them because they're like, if I'm going to talk to them, I'm going to like do it happen. So Jet
Well, here's the
probably
thing.
goes,
Would you have to communicate telepathically? these planets don't seem to have like a telepathic intelligence.
Fauna and flora can't talk
They
to one another.
can't understand Jet.
So he tries.
Yeah, he's trying
He's
to like.
just there, like, smiling at them.
He's like, friend. My friend. He's like trying to send the telepathic
Just be
signal
careful they
out.
don't think you're an insect.
The plant.
Audrey's hungry.
Oh yeah, Audrey is
Very
like
proud of the
looking.
sunflower.
It's like sound.
There is like this like sap leaking from Audrey's mouth as they look at Jet, and it's just like, you brought us some meal.
Use some lemon
Rowan
cream.
jumps high enough to grab Jet and put them back in.
Grab Jet's tail.
Just kind of goes.
I'm just going to bottle up a little bit of that salad then.
Oh, okay, yeah. Absolutely, you can love it. You can add one vial of plant saliva.
It's the Venus flytrap, so I think it's got some engagement.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the plants like very much look at Jet in a strange way. They're just like, what is this creature brought in the water?
He communicates telepathically, so.
Well, we don't understand what
Yeah.
that is.
No, sorry.
What are you all doing here? There are no visitors to the Abbey.
Not in for an alumna.
Well, you can come in.
These are my friends. These
They'll
are
have
my
to pay a fee.
no fear to me. Abbey. Since when?
Well, plants want to eat.
I bet you eat all the time.
That's really funny actors in my
Want to eat and love. That's
All you need
elementalism.
is a little bit of sunshine and a little bit of rain. And if you elementalism again to cat
Like a little
yeah,
bit of rain.
and
That's the
like
plant
start
pot.
and like make the sunshine a little bit brighter. That's all you need.
Yeah, the sunflower is very much like, you know what, I do feel a bit better from that. Sure, come on in. And the plant pot then like,
Roots from the heart there.
no roots at all. The plant pot just like slides to one side.
Is it roller plant style from
It's a little
Smash? How we
yeah.
get
Yeah, very broad.
No, they're not really plants at all. They're parasites.
The Venus flytrap doesn't move from its spot though, and it's just like, what about me? I want something as well.
I'm trying to think if there's anything. Does one of us have like food or not? Like me.
So Simon's just thinking like, do I feed myself to this plant?
That's funny.
We thought of a treat for you, Audrey, and I just knocked at Simon.
Ow!
Off you go.
So me and I'm assuming Malcolm's will grab her hands and ankles and do.
The wide Audrey.
Just the plant mouth just extends. You see now there is this like tongue inside the mouth as well. As the mouth opens, you throw Malchus. Malchus dead.
That's what Malchus is for this session. He goes and
No. You throw Simon inside the plant, and the Venus flytrap is just there like. It spits Simon out again, and it's just like, infernal creature. You don't taste very nice at all. I'll move. Don't want to taste you again. And again, the plant shuffles to
I
one
forgot to
side.
mention, if you're a little bit infernal, you might not have the best taste.
Simon looks at Malchus, Malchus looks at Simon. They say at the same time. But yeah, you enter inside the Abbey, and it is very different here on the inside. You could say that it is much bigger on the inside. The pronouns indeed as the halls of the Abbey extend out in all directions, and you now see where Evanora gets her style from. And there are like several other people dressed very much like Evanora, walking up and down the halls of the palace, carrying books, carrying like alembic equipment to create potions with. You see like one really old grizzled geezer sitting in a chair with an abacus, just like rapidly flicking the abacus back and forth. It's like an
abacus is-
counting thing.
you know the thing with the beads on it, the lines of beads. So I just want to get like who I'm imagining you as. non-Bayonetta.
Oh yeah, I'm very stunning and got grey vest.
Yeah.
With the veil over me veils.
I'm just saying, like, who I was seeing you as.
In Lebanon said this is a
Thinking in my
homecoming,
head.
an alumni homecoming, but also I don't want to cause too much of a ruckus.
There is that.
So I only want to reveal
Yeah, what's her
myself
name?
to
Like,
people
what her
that
name
need
was?
to know I'm there.
Okay.
Like, so we can get through.
The France though, yeah.
Do you remember what his name was? His secret name was?
Phosphorus.
What
Fossy. They call him Fossy.
were the other names?
Oh yeah, and Simon's I can't remember the female name that I kept with Simon because he's woman. Simone. Yeah, Simone.
It's big Bugs Bunny and Jack.
But yeah, I don't remember which one.
And what's the other secret name? I don't know any.
So it was,
Owen, Marvin, Rowan.
it was what?
Owen.
Owen, yeah. So it was Phosphorus, Owen, Simone, Gabba McFrank in my pants.
Yes.
So Jesus Christ, what?
That was Malcolm's.
Yeah.
Gabba McFrank.
Wasn't Garth just gone back?
Frank.
Gon didn't have one because he wasn't speaking.
Yes,
He
yeah.
was just a mute, and then
then sister- I was just sister.
Sister. Yeah.
Frank.
Sister.
That is Falcon.
Sister.
And your sister.
Sister doesn't have a name.
Are you sister?
Yes.
Just sister. Just
And what
no,
about-
leave it a novice.
What about?
Gon didn't have one because he was just mute. He just
Oh,
had
okay.
Then you
which is like the best way to not say who you are is just not say anything. But yeah, you are here in the Abbey. The halls extend in many different directions. I'm gonna say there is a receptionist. There 100% is a receptionist. I was thinking about what there would be not be, but there would be a receptionist. And it 100% is like a boss from Monster Inc. You see this. I'm not sure how to explain. I'm not sure what race they would be, but probably like a Triton.
Furball.
Oh no, yeah, furball.
Furball.
Yeah, furball. Very like hairy furball, clearly quite old. You can see like some patches of salt and pepper throughout the fur. And they are just sitting behind the desk with like these tiny glasses on the end of their nose. They've not looked up; they're looking at down the desk.
Keep your wits about you. Magical bureaucrat. Just pretend that you belong. Just pretend you belong. And I'm gonna. No, I'm not stupid enough to cast my magic. Just
Yes.
follow my lead.
Yeah.
Right.
Just be careful not to stray too far, because if you go down one of these hallways, you don't know where you're
We'll
going.
get lots. They are amazing.
You could go anywhere and anywhere.
But because of me, but the group that I am in cannot be lost because I'm a ranger.
Are you high enough level to have that ability?
Will.
I will
Was
be.
that a level 20 thing, or is that a high, or is that a low level thing?
Feels like a lower level.
I feel like that's like a level 5 or 6 thing. I'm happy to
It's
be
here.
proven
It's
wrong.
definitely here.
Somewhere.
Yes, Natural Explorer. In addition, you're still navigating the wilderness. Difficult terrain with many groups travel. Never met a difficult
Okay, we will.
Your group can't become lost except by magical means.
This is for me. It's
Nah.
Step past that threshold now.
You literally already passed the
But you
threshold.
could still accidentally get lost by stupid means.
Oh yeah,
But
absolutely.
isn't stupidity and
But
magic
here's the
one the
thing,
same?
if people aren't with you, then that effect doesn't apply. They've got to be with Rowan for that effect to apply. But yeah, you can approach the front desk. You see this furball
We
with
have
the
to.
toilet.
No,
You don't have to. That's the joy of the game. You can go do what you want.
I can get him more capacity.
No!
Can we,
The hair begins to
can we
crackle.
can we
colour.
try and get past him? And if we fail, we have to talk to them.
Yeah, if you want to. If you want to try and like stealth past him.
I can't stealth past! I have disadvantage on stealth!
I'll roll.
Outsider!
All eyes on you.
Yes.
I know about that.
With stealth as well, shall I roll as well?
If you want to stealth past him, sure. I'm going to make some stealth checks.
It's not, it doesn't state that. It doesn't state that you have disadvantage of stealth, but everyone watches you, so like, it all comes with it. Okay, let's see, I'm about to ruin this in friends.
Just trying to get the stats.
That's dexterity, I'm about to ruin this, I'm afraid, let's go. 5.
It's so close to being good.
What? Spell check for gone. Not great.
Okay, good. It's not just me.
He's a big guy. He's a big guy.
I'm on fire, so.
Yeah. I don't think there's any noise to the Flint's hair, but I just like to think.
Yeah.
And
It's like a
then.
campfire.
Wow. But not, yeah, 19 for Malcolm.
Oh wow.
And then Simon. Good for Simon as well. You all like start to like shuffle past the.
And are we all moving separately together? So I could go separately. So I didn't know. If you're travelling alone, you can move stealthily.
You didn't know where you're going. Actually, none of us did.
Idea.
Yeah.
There's no point doing this because two of us are about to fail spectacularly, so let's do
But you know
Here's the
what?
thing, things look different from whenever.
That's a redesign.
Yeah, they've redesigned the abbey.
So actually, Rowan,
Someone new is in charge.
so Rowan goes to go ahead, then realises how confusing everything looks, and then decides to take the road.
Yeah, and that's the point as you go out to the rest of the group and then shuffle back again. Bugbear looks up from the desk and he's just like, who you are? What are you doing?
Say a word.
No, I can hear you. Yes.
Hello, good tidings to you.
I'm just.
And I look at his name badge very closely. Good tidings to you, Baron. I'm Bale.
You've seen familiar.
I do actor and change my voice, but you are.
Make a deception check. With advantage, obviously, because you're an actor.
Nine. Nines. Plus 6 is 15.
That's better than what I got. You were so close. Baron just looks at you and he's just like, what are you all here for?
I'm a new novice, I am. I just started last week, and these are my commune. Well, they're all my family, and some of them might be my parents, and they're just moving me in.
Hello.
Okay, that's fine.
Hi. I'm in school.
Weird, different voice coming out of Rowan's mouth, and then a different. I love it though.
Young woman.
I'm in school.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we just get your names in the book. Yeah, excellent.
Oh, my name is Cynthia Hammerginger.
Yeah, write your name in the book. Write fake names, names. God, 100% wants to stay backwards. I'm going to say that. Narg.
Narg for us.
Narg.
Greg and Greg.
Nerd. Because that's the only noise that you can make.
It's giving off, what's his name from Red Dwarf? Crichton when he
Crichton.
comes back.
Yeah.
Pretend that you're all kind of like the employee, so it's very much like these are all my parents, employees who are here to escort me to my new dormitory.
That's.
Sure that this is done in the least stressful way of what I like. Everything's fun.
Oh yeah, it's great, yeah.
That's fine. Dorms are, well, he spins in a chair and points down the hall. Dorms are that way to the left and right to the stairs. That's left.
And they've also got a meeting with the headmistress.
Oh, yes.
So where's her off at?
And you head up the right-hand tower.
Oh, the right hand
All the
tower.
way to the top.
All the way to the top and our way.
Her office is in there.
And it's in there somewhere, right? Oh,
Take the mental notice.
You are something
Actually, I think it would be best if you all head to see the headmistress.
well, we do have papers to sign and everything, yeah.
Exactly. Yes. Please do head on. Who will lead me to this?
Thank you,
Slide the
buddy.
glasses back up onto the nose
Have a blessed day.
to you all. Yeah, you head off. Do you want to head to the headmistress's office first?
Let's go
see Mother.
Let's go see Mother.
Yeah.
Mother? No.
Yeah, you head off towards the eastern tower. Looks very much like a castle design. There are 4 strong turrets on either corner.
Oh.
These don't move. The structure's castle and those don't move, and the office has always been in the center.
It's always been an office.
There's always been an office. You head towards the tower. There is a circular staircase going up the tower stairs. As always, you wrap up and eventually find yourself at the most what's her face? Umbridge from Harry Potter.
Oh.
Her door to her office is like that one in pink.
Oh, okay.
Front pink with a picture of a cat on the front.
Hello.
Painting.
Everyone on the best behaviour, and even though she might not be your biological mother, everyone addresses Sarah's mother. As a sign of reverence and respect.
Yes.
Right, she's your mother. Or, if you want to be very formal and very polite, it's mother.
And names.
If you hear a full title, I'm sure she'll tell you what.
Which you know is the High Priestess.
And I think that's mortal. She doesn't really tell us all of the other names.
It's unpronounceable. If you could
Doesn't it become a true name?
Huh?
It becomes a true name.
Yeah.
Too much.
I mean, you could. Always, you knock on the door opens on its own, and sitting behind the desk, if any of you are familiar with Spirited Away, like the villain.
Oh, Crone!
The crone, which
Yeah.
I can't remember her name, but like the big crone.
With a massive head. Yeah. I love her.
Eyes.
Yeah. She's such a
she?
character.
Powerful.
No. Some sort of being. Some sort of otherworldly being.
Stories say that she used to be an elf. Millennium.
Possibly.
You baba.
Yeah. Very much looks like you, Baba, from Spirit.
She was called Face.
But is.
Okay.
But is. Face the Feywild, maybe.
Face the Fae.
But they are like leaning back in a chair, eye mask on the eyes, and a very clear like.
Oh, she's clearly practicing her magic. We best not wake her abruptly. Gentle approach. We don't want to startle her. Mother, you're away.
Takes the eye mask off.
Mother, yes.
Laura.
Just happened to wake up the moment of my arrival. Oh, indeed, serendipitous. How are you, Mother?
I have been very well.
You look
very well.
splendid. You look almost 2 centuries younger than you did last time I saw you.
Oh, cheeky girl. Let's see you.
Mother, these are all my
Friends from Kera.
faces.
How did things go? You sent me a message a few days ago saying that it didn't go as planned.
No, well, the outpost you placed me to all those years ago was doing so well. I was making a lot of progress, and I was trying to find the person who I just needed a little bit of extra guidance. And then all of a sudden, it all went down and people became
Oh, yeah. Well, I have the power to return you all to Kera if you so choose. If you want that, though, I require a few things, of course.
I didn't think Haver's there for us to return to, Mother.
I still sense its presence. You or the efforts that you have made in your mission have saved Kera from a terrible fate. However, some of the terrible fates.
Yes.
You have saved Kara from terrible fate. However, this light fall, as we are calling it, has shook the plains.
Oh,
The
shock.
let's just say that things will never be quite the same. Kara has become a magnet for the plains and has pulled in quite a few things. There are creatures on Kara that have never been there before, from the Feywild, from the Nine Hells, from Elysium, from the Cannons, all of the plains.
Reality is bleeding into
Into
Kara.
Kara, indeed. I suspect that you all may return there at some point to mop up the mess that you make. Or assisted to
We
keep.
mitigated the damage.
Well,
I have nothing to do with it, Mother. I tried my best to try and divert it. I even had a gift.
I can see that your radiance has diminished somewhat from this expedition. But no worries, perhaps the time that you spend here in the Feywild will reteach you the basics, as it were.
I'm feeling perky already. But I'm always willing to learn new things from you, Mother. You're always a student. That's what you always take with you.
Indeed, quite astute as always.
Well, I wasn't top of the class, but I was very much
Very good, very good.
very teacher's pet.
Well, there's quite a few of the tutors here are no longer with us, unfortunately. They have moved on to greener pastures, as it were. However, no. They have moved on to other realms.
Oh, they moved to
Teach
green
others.
pasture.
Indeed. And whilst you are here, of course, you won't have to worry about it. Silly.
You know me, Mother, I always like to go unrecognizable. I'm very much a wallflower. That's what makes me so good at my job.
Indeed, you are one of my
And I take and he's literally like, do you mean you take a towel off? And
Yeah.
your hair is perfect afterwards. Like, yes,
And it's all fine, nothing to change.
very styled. But yes, it's almost super. Very good to get at.
Yes, but I will provide you all rooms while you are staying here, of course. I think one of the dormitories will work best for you all to stay.
They're very comfortable dormitories. I mean, if you want a mattress, we can make you a mattress with magic. But I think that the perfect hard, flat bed is what a novice needs on our journey
I'm
to
very
be
happy with that. Used to live sleeping on the box.
Fire Genasi. Don't see you around very often. One of our old tutors was much like you. Long time ago. His name was Mauritius.
Do I know the name?
You do not. That is a name that was never.
Mauritius.
Was it an M? Was it a W?
M-A-U-R-I-C-I-O-U-S. M-A-U-R-I-C-I-O-U-S.
Mauritius.
M-A-U?
M-A-U-R-I-C.
Yes.
very close to Mauritius, the island of.
Mauritius.
He's like Moorish.
His fire was very sandy.
You somewhat remember?
He had tutored me as a young child.
No, Mauritius didn't necessarily tutor you. They were like on their way out when you started here at the Abbey, and they had very much like yellow flames. Very different.
Yellow?
Sandy
Yeah,
beach.
yellow.
Mauritius.
Because yellow flames is weird for a fire genasi.
Little bit.
That's not normal. You get red and you get blue.
Yeah.
And you get orange.
Yeah.
Yellow's not a
Yellow.
natural colour.
Yep.
It's not that.
You're not a natural yellow.
You're not a natural
You
one.
get green fire genasi, you get the right chemicals around them, but
Yeah. Well, as I said, feel free to rest here in the abbey for your needs. But if you do wish to return to Kerar at some point, I have power to do so. However, there are a few things that I require before I'm able to cast this spell. Specifically, gotta look at my notes for this, because I actually made notes for this.
And we have our note keepers right here.
Yep, I'm literally making a tick box.
I don't have my A4 piece of paper with all my information on.
I
I'm
know.
making a tick box section so I can.
Sick. I will also.
The first
Shopping list.
item,
Mother's shopping list.
Mother's
Yeah.
shopping list. The first item that I will require is a breath of air from the Steely Queen.
Breath of air from.
The Steely Queen.
Oh god. damn it.
What's spelling Sealies? It's
S-E-E-L-I. Sea Lloyd.
See? Nice.
Sea Lloyd. I will need one of the Unseelie King's tattoos.
Unseelie King's tattoo.
A tattoo of the Unseelie King.
Does that mean we have to grab some skin off him?
How you get it? I don't mind.
Okay.
Very well, have some imagination.
Indeed. And finally, a piece of either red or blue fabric from the Scarlet Canyon. The Blood Gulch North.
This.
Canyon. Scarlet
The
Canyon.
Scarlet Canyon. It's on the map.
The place we were told to never
The
go.
place you were told to never go.
Of course.
I don't mind which piece of fabric you get, either the blue flag or their red flag. It doesn't really
Oh, we
matter.
did capture a flag earlier.
It's we're having a game of CTF, Joe.
Yay! Roll initiative.
No, when we get there. Again, I don't mind if you get the red one or the blue one. Just bring an end to that stupid war of theirs. It's so boring.
like ending the war on the list of things to do.
Well, I mean, if you capture their flag and bring it to me, the war will be like that.
You just asked for a piece of it.
No, we will need the whole thing.
Oh, you want the actual flag?
So
So
we want the entire
I'll
blue
change
or
fabric
red
to
material.
slack.
yeah,
We can
red,
definitely, we
blue
can definitely get all of that there.
flag.
Can I suggest that we cast establish a sanctuary in that, if they can? Just for a place to get back to if we ever do.
Oh, word of recall. Yeah. Valkus will change the word of recall from Baba Yaga's
Toilet.
hut to Hino because he changed it to Baba Yaga's hut.
Oh!
When you got fast travelled here to the Feywild, that one didn't work anymore.
Oh, yeah.
The silver
It was
chariot got
destroyed.
Yeah.
So as this list finalises, Jet, he's like listening, nodding a lot. Said anything. Just says something along the lines of shopping list. Big face friend.
Big face
So
friend.
I just decided, am I going to say something stupid? And I just rolled for it and I got a 1. So Jet says, big face friend.
Big face friend.
Shopping list. Coffee pot.
100% the mother is just like, well, aren't you a cute little person? Come here. And you see Jet scratches on your chin. Jet there like,
Okay, she's still like, cute.
yeah. Still guy.
At least I wasted about 1 on Jet, so.
Yeah, wasted one on Jet, I respect it. But yes, if you do happen to come across these items, return them to me and I shall return you to the material play posted.
There's
So we've
our
got that
quest.
that we've got in the back.
So the three ways to go, we have to go forward, sideways, and backwards.
Yeah, technically you've got to
There you
go.
go.
Technically, from the abbey, you've got to go north, east, and west.
I once knew someone who had a spell that was kind of like they had. I guess it was like a table, but I guess you could use different surfaces. That they could essentially use the spell to change that surface to look at a particular place.
Divination.
Like, what does it call?
Scrying spell.
You don't have to send something there. They could be like, for example, what does it look like?
Yes.
Like a viewing portal.
Indeed.
Do you know?
I am familiar with the scrying spell.
Do you know anyone who could cast it?
I am familiar with the scrying spell.
Would it be trouble for us to have a no touch payroll?
Not at all. Where is there anywhere specific on the material plane?
The town centre where
Yeah.
Oh, first one. Where the statues are.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Because that's exactly what you're going to go back to when.
Oh.
So you basically have seen your like landing point. So normally the scrying spell only shows the vision to the person casting the spell. But she clicks her fingers and this bowl appears in the middle of the room, and it's like Harry Potter, where it's like a pen save where the mirror image appears on the water. She casts the scrying spell and touches the bowl. And you watch as the waters begin to ripple into an image of Storm. You look out in all directions from the space where the scrying spell lands. You see your statue, nothing left, just the feet and a plaque. You look around and there are fall shards and dawn shards everywhere throughout First Dawn. It has become a hellscape.
Can we see anyone or anything?
You think you see a figure for a second, and then it gets crushed by one of the spider guardians that you see rolling around the city.
Yeah.
Well,
And then the vision just fades.
well, that was depressing. That was good to know. Thanks for that.
It would seem that whatever damage was done by this lightfall was localized to First Dawn because of your efforts.
Somehow it could have been worse than that.
Much worse, much worse.
I think we did a good.
Oh, absolutely. A good deed for the day, if you will.
Hey.
I am also detecting something that you have all been wrong to recently. Am I correct in saying this?
Yes, we have.
I sense that you all once carried very powerful items.
We did. You
And they
did.
have been redistributed throughout.
I guess the
Time
character
and
didn't take
space.
them from us. It was like they were on our person.
Well, I was going to be there for a second. No,
It was like we were physically mugged. They just
Magically mugged.
Magically
It happens.
Well, we know that's true. We know of
Magically,
two
is that the title?
of our returned items.
the placeholder.
And we know that two of them are actually here in the Feywild, mother.
I would one of them is here. That's it. I said that one of them was here.
The other one has shards here, but that shard
That's
is previous
that's yeah. It's
I
not.
sent a scout out to see if there was something.
Yes, indeed. Well, I, in my infinite wisdom, have managed to procure the location of your items that you have lost.
All of our items.
Indeed,
Oh,
yes.
bloody God, so generous.
It would seem that you have all have somehow changed history by doing this. Your items have become of legendary importance throughout the history of the realms. Reaper turns to Valkus, just folds her arm, looks at Valkus for a little bit, and is just like, I don't like you. I'm going to help you. You're a friend of Evanora, certainly not a friend of mine.
Not the.
You know I don't like infernal.
No, mother, but they're my friends, and they might look infernal and be infernal, but they're nothing of the sort.
Quiet you! Your cloak, it resides somewhere on the first layer of hell and of Avernus.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Valkyrie also has a cloak. You got a cloak as well?
Yeah.
Looks at Garn. Your fisticuffs, gauntlets that you wear, they appear to have gone to the afterlife, to Valhalla somewhere.
So many places to be.
Only place to visit.
Valkus's clothing
First,
is.
First layer of hell.
first day of hell.
Avernus. I'll give you one guess who's got it.
I wonder who.
Who's got it?
Oh, the bride's got.
Garn's gauntlets are in Valhalla. They are in the afterlife.
Hello? Well, that means we're probably going to have to... I'm assuming there's a Colosseum there. We're going to have to fight for it. Right.
I just hope the Valhallas are all strong as Athena, just like the Valkyrie.
I'm thinking
Actually, my main thing is that the Valkyries are like box fights with the Monday crew, and I feel like they technically defeated them all, the Monday crew have, but maybe what we talking about here. You lot can definitely fight 100 at some point.
Anyway, Garnet in Valhalla.
Evanora, your book that you so like to keep a hold of. It is somewhere here in the Feywild, in the Seelie land, buried beneath the earth.
It was a crown and it transformed into a tale book called the Starlit Compendium.
Thank you, I've been waiting for the name.
Just thinking of what I was going to call it.
Starlight.
Starlit.
Starlit.
Starlit Compendium. It is a book containing every myth, lore, and story ever.
I love what's different names. Compendium.
How am I spelling Starlit?
Starlit.
Oh, that's it. I thought maybe there was an E
Yeah,
there.
that's right. I mean, it looks quite nice.
It's not
But bloodlines.
That's a great name for it. Flint, your weapon that you designed is somewhere on KRR, but seems to have been sent back in time, back to the Dragon Wars.
Oh, in the Dragon Wars, okay.
Yeah, it seems that your weapon has become, well, something of hope for the people.
Okay. It's in the Dragon Wars.
Fight back the dragons with.
Okay.
And I'm not really exactly sure how to tell you this, but you're really a comet's own beast in the realm of Pandemonium.
Oh, yeah.
From what I have heard, there
Does
is now
this ranger have the big
Is
master?
it a holder?
a beast with many
Not
eyes.
yet, guys.
Yeah, the holder has many eyes. And beholders are fucking nightmares.
From what I have heard, there is a beast with many eyes somewhere in the realm of Pandemonium.
Do you have Beastmaster as a part of your skill?
No, wait. Maybe. Beastmaster.
He's done it deliberately. He's thought about this for weeks.
So we get to time travel with you.
Time travel.
I took the forward and that's why I've got you.
Okay, go check.
But I think I've still got, no. I have, what's it? Favoured enemies, and it's for beasts.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh god.
No, I think I'm good against them.
Okay, yeah, no.
So it is
Contain them.
2+ bonus attack damage rolls. Basically, I will do more research in
Yes.
and then later on I'll get greater favoured enemies
Yes.
because they get more bonuses.
Yes, it seems your powerful items have been redistributed without playing them. Well, I think you'll have to go and get them, to be honest.
From wearing my own cloak, the only time I felt vulnerable in it was when someone flashed a light. So we could just light.
The thing is, the realm of Pandemonium, it's
Oh, you got really weird sunglasses on for so long.
the entire realm is a realm of chaos, and yeah, nobody quite really knows what goes on.
Sounds fun.
From what I have heard, there is one region of the realm of Pandemonium known as the Howling Cliffs, where if you were to live there, you would be turned insane by the constant howling winds.
Oh.
Yeah.
A holiday.
It is said that the howling winds have the capability of blowing the skin off of anybody who walks through it.
So when we rethink of how I'm going to get clicked on.
Is that called laceration?
Laceration, yes.
Yeah, laceration.
Laceration one week.
You never know, we might find a way to get to it on our journey. We've got so many places to visit.
Yeah.
Look at this list.
Yeah.
Simon's been a secretary. Look at the other places we have to zip it up into a little satchel.
Tiny little bit.
Again.
I wish I was better.
Maybe you will do with the right tutelage. Maybe not from your
I
father.
Fuzz as Falcus. Falcus is just there. No. Simon in that. No. It's not like that.
Simon, you're in the perfect place to learn magical spells.
The mother is just like, I will not be teaching you anything.
I will not teach you shit.
Yeah, so I'm just like, hey, let's go.
I'll just
He tries and does puppy dog eyes with the puppy dog eyes. Like his eyes
They bleed.
No, they bulge out.
Yeah, like a frog.
Yeah, exactly. He tries to I'm walking like, oh, sorry, how about I define?
Oh, yeah.
And they start looking in different directions. And the two eyes start looking in different directions.
Yeah.
It goes wall-eyed.
Well, if you don't have any further questions for me, then please.
Yeah, hold on, mother, please, with respect. How on earth are we meant to get to all these places just to return home, to get to more places? Mother, do you have anything that we can take on our journey just to get us to where we need to go?
Make a persuasion check for me.
Happily.
Please stop.
You have advantage yet?
I do have advantage on persuasion, actually.
But I'm going to give you back because the backstory is.
Come on!
Yes, you had more persuasion check with Jack.
11.
11?
Right. I'm going to give them guidance, could I?
Yes,
You can, sure.
Persuasion score is
Okay, 14.
If we're not in combat, you can do guidance whenever. If we're not in combat, you can do guidance whenever.
14.
Plus.
The guidance.
From 0. From 0.
Guidance.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
15.
Okay. Between a 15 and a 14 from Evanora and Jet, there's a moment where the mother is just there like, I have a few horses I can spare.
Yay! We'll go down to the
Please
stable.
do bring them
I've got
back.
my horse. I don't need a horse.
Right, you've got
More
horses.
Yeah, I've got my fire horse, exactly.
Yeah, you could absolutely just unshackle.
Yeah, exactly. I'm taking him.
That. I didn't even consider that. That's your back. See me.
Exactly, yeah, that's mine.
So,
I
also,
also ramp it down.
Basically.
the breath of the Sealy Queen.
Yes.
The Sealy Queen.
Yes.
We can get prepared for this. Okay. Is there anything we can catch the breath in?
Oh, just pour that a vial. Regular, not magical vial.
I just added to my 2 other vials.
Yep. And then as you're going
There's gonna be some
through
bullshit
a
like
few
this.
things, notices the vial that you've got already from Baba Yaga, the memory from Baba Yaga, and it's just like, that's what I think it is.
Whatever you think it is, mother, is none of your business. You know,
Bottled memory.
bottled memories. You taught me well.
Do you know, all I can think of is bullshit about a breath of air from a Sealy Queen. The Sealy Queen is going to be undead. So no breath comes from my Sealy Queen.
I've really done some like bastardry stuff with
Yeah.
this. You're in the Feywild. I was like, I need to send them on a quest to get like impossible items.
Yeah, so it's like the roots of a mountain.
Yeah.
What is it about
We'll
story?
figure it
Like,
out.
that's feminist,
We're smart.
isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's exactly why I'm
The
doing
D&D
it.
Yeah.
version of, can you get me some
Yes.
And when we actually do have Balkis physically here as well, Balkis seems to be one of the smartest in the group. So I think we'll be able to get through these tasks.
Yeah. But Balkus has very good.
You have to go one up.
Yogi's smart in different ways.
But then Yogi has very good understanding of how to play the
Yeah.
game and how to like break things.
Yeah.
But
You
yes,
fix things, they break.
And I watch him break him go.
above the table, I will say this, is that Baba Yaga didn't ask you to get a gem here from.
Ooh,
Just
I'm not
to-
gonna let mummy know.
Okay.
Because I have a feeling this gem she asked for is something that I know you shouldn't be taking.
They did put on the scary fact where it is not to take it.
Evanora knows that there's like a massive gem cabinet beneath the enemy.
This was my home and my school.
Well, here's
The only
the
issue is
where
getting-
do you think Evanora got all the gems in the server to start the campaign?
Following some things that was never.
There is just a giant gem cavern beneath the area that they.
When I was sent to my outpost, I was sent with a collection of things to keep me going for all these years.
Makes sense.
And I also like to hide things from my many years.
Yeah.
Souvenirs.
It is.
Some are bought with coins, some are bought with paper, and some are taken as payment.
But yeah, the mother will just say, if there is nothing else, I really should be getting back to my work.
Yeah. I want to go and look for. Actually, does anyone want to go and visit a weird and wild room we might find some magic components?
Go for it.
To get an adventure? Shall we
Uh,
roll for anything?
Yeah, just roll investigation check.
Investigation.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Investigation plus proficiency with intelligence becomes +5. +7.
I'm not.
Young boy.
What did you get, please?
That face looks bad.
Critical fail.
This dice is bloody cursed.
You can't find the door to leave.
Look at it.
How this place works, from my perception, there is no door now.
Yeah.
You turn around and you're like, where's the door gone? The door's just standing in front of it.
I've got a 21.
No, literally, from my perception,
There is no
the
door.
door has
Yeah,
straight up
yeah.
disappeared. Everyone else can see it, but I can no longer see it. The Abbey has somehow hidden the door from me now. It is straight up
And
disappeared.
then the door just puts a hand on your shoulder and it reappears in front of you.
Oh, you need a little bit of guidance to find the door.
It's very easy to get lost in this place.
I got 21.
21. You, what did Rogue? Investigation.
It might be the good thing that's here, but I honestly can't remember.
I think it was.
I'm going to say that it is.
Yeah, it was at 16.
If you don't
Yeah.
fit the dice for it. That's what I'm saying. If you roll it, whatever it lands on you.
If
then
it's
you
an 18, 19, or a 20, I have to do it.
Oh, okay.
Because I think that if it's on the 18,
It won't
roll
land
it,
on the
it won't land
18.
on the 18. Counterpoint.
Well,
What a point chance that happens?
16, 21,
21.
critical fail. With a 16 and a 21, you immediately find the room where you said Rasmus simulacrum that one time.
Oh.
Bunch of like scantily clad, dressed nuns with whips and stuff. You like go to open the room, immediately close it again, and just walk away. So in the fight, when Rasmus simulacrum,
I was there.
I banished the simulacrum to.
to
Yeah.
a rain of
okay.
of your choice.
Okay.
And I said that he showed up here in the Abbey and was just beaten by a bunch of nuns.
That Sister
Where were they?
Sister Marigold, Sister.
I literally rolled an M as well.
Sister Marigold, Sister Mary, Sister.
You got Sister Masso and Sister Kids.
Yeah.
I am, yeah, Sister Matzo and Sister Kiss. This room of the Abbey. This room of the Abbey is very much used like down. You need to room.
Rowan
It's a king.
fully of your
People want to persuade them.
These nuns are not to be messed with.
Indeed. Yeah, you all like open the door and be like, oh shit, that's where we sent Rasmus that one time. It just
Good to
closed.
see you, ladies. Good to see
Yeah,
you.
there was just a slight wave, and you close the door again. With
Is
a
that a
21.
well-paid job?
It's a sacred duty.
Yeah, they don't get paid. They have to do it.
Their magic and physical form are the strongest in the entire.
Yeah, they also can't leave that room.
They're our last answer.
There is that. If the Abbey ever gets overrun, oh my god, I'm picturing it. You might know, but the Hitman hits a solution. You've got like all the sexy nuns with rocket launchers and stuff.
Merlin Abbey is an absolute
Please
peril.
Google it. Please Google it. Hitman solution.
The
Non-stop.
healing spell on that room dissolves and they are free.
The demons!
Yeah, if you just it's an old game.
Work. Yeah.
If the Abbey ever gets overrun, that room, and they all just walk out with weapons.
Mate,
Weapons and magic.
This is a group Halloween costume work.
Right. It's a great level. With a 21 investigation. Realistically, if there is a room that you want to name in here in the Abbey, you can name it in this is right. This is your space.
Let me,
You created this
Let me
place.
let me quickly look up a room at the Abbey.
You have an Abbey in there.
I created this.
Okay, yeah.
This is all the time. This is all the Evanora.
Where is that document?
When I got sent that document, it took me 3 days to read.
This is a long.
Jesus
This is
Christ!
This is a longer document. Hold on.
Okay.
Christ pie.
You gave me exactly enough to work with.
What I've been told by the previous people before.
Yeah.
So I've got with that. You have full relevance of my story in the
That's the most I've done for a character when I sent it to you because I don't do a lot of my characters. I'm not great at it.
When you sent me that time, I was like, this is amazing, but this is going to take me time to digest.
This is
And luckily it took us 25 sessions to get here.
Yes, I've had time. I can say.
there's a room that's called the Room of Stars.
Okay.
And it holds a small loom in the middle, which is like a divine.
I like that.
It just weaves people's lives, their stories, their destinies.
Yeah.
It's just a big story of all things.
You find this room in the Abbey where there is just this golden thread of fabric of some kind sitting in a loom, and there is this old, not crone of a woman, but definitely like aged and wizened, just stitching things together. It's got way too many hands. You've got like 8 hands, like pulling threads in all directions.
Are we doing Spirited Away again?
Little bit.
This is the Spirited Away episode.
I think they might have been inspired by spiritual.
I have been inspired by Spirited Away in this element because there's a lot of elements from that work here, and there's a lot of elements
I
here.
just thought he went, oh wait, he's the cleaner downstairs.
But it's a female, like
Yeah, female
stitching
version.
things together.
Is she called Arachne by any chance?
So you can ask what her name is if you want to.
Come on,
What's your name?
No, you
Come on,
can know.
ask her what her name is.
Why?
Everyone opens the door, their back is to you as they are just pulling threads into the loom and weaving them into
I know what this is, but god damn it.
This is where I got my love of being nosy from.
Yes, it is.
You get to hear people's stories. It's great.
Was this your idea, or have you inserted some Norse into here?
No,
Maybe.
I just said that they just took it.
I have done what I have needed to do.
Yep.
All I gave them was the name of the room and what was it in.
Fair enough.
I mean, you can step in if you want to.
I'm stepping in.
As soon as you step in, there is this like cold aura that washes over your body.
I'm not used to being cold.
As if you just walked over your own grave. It's like that one. And you step into the room, and without the head turning, welcome, Flint. You just hear from the body in the middle of the room. We were not expecting you. Welcome. What would you like to ask the Fate Stitcher?
Shit.
The head does not move. Fate Stitcher.
Can I ask anything?
You may ask whatever you would like to.
What is that?
I would like to ask about the glass cannon.
Thread. They grab a
A
thread.
dog with a bone.
They literally grab a thread from the middle of the air and just pull it towards themselves. The glass cannon, an ancient device from the dawn of time,
Yeah.
now shattered into a million pieces.
Yes.
What do you want with this? And you watch as they click their fingers, and like an ethereal, completed version of the glass cannon appears.
I do try and hold, like,
Your hand
like,
goes through
yeah,
it.
through it.
Goes through
Am
it.
I stood behind watching?
No, as soon as Flint stepped into the room,
The door shut.
no, he vanished.
Oh, okay.
The door did not shut. Flint just vanished.
I'm just there by the frame here. Don't worry, it's fine.
He's fine. He's fine.
It's fine.
I wish
still hear
to
nothing.
make it again.
You wish to recreate an echo of creation. A valiant goal. These weapons have been lost for far too long. However, the pieces of this weapon are scattered across time and realms. It would also take an intense heat to reform.
Here we go, the vision.
Yeah.
You're right.
You remember now
Yep.
the vision that you saw standing on the volcano, holding shards of the glass cannon and then throwing yourself in. I can't wait for that.
Flint does not like the idea.
Next year when we do that.
Flint does not like the idea of being fated to do things. He does not like the idea of not having a choice. So he asks quite straight to the face. Am I fated to throw myself in that volcano?
You may do as your heart's desires. The volcano from which you call home is not the only source of tendencies. And you watch as they tug on that thread again, and you are in hell.
Okay, yeah, that would do it.
You are in the hell, standing in front of like a great lake of lava, naked. But as you walk into the lake of lava and just descend below the lake as the rest of you just bubbles from the lake of lava, and then the vision fades.
Can we see the same vision?
No. If you could see the vision, this is all.
Yeah.
My turn?
I am aware that if it is scattered, one piece is in the Unseelie Lands, one piece is with, I assume, Rowan's mother.
Correct.
How many pieces?
Well, the shards from the Unseelie Land are one collection of pieces. This friend of yours called Rowan, their mother does have another set. There are two more sets scattered across the realm. The halls of Elysium hold some shards, and then it is said that the final shards rest on the lowest layer of hell.
Box.
The original layer.
Box.
Gotta go to hell!
There's lots of things in hell.
The first floor has a very nice.
You gotta go all the way.
Oh, we gotta go all the way down.
But here's the thing, I'm not sure if you lot remember this, but I said before that ninth layer of hell is also the best place to time travel.
Yeah. There are multiple ways for me there because I also need to go back for Dragon Wars.
Okay.
You said the glass cannon was scattered across time as well.
Indeed.
What did you mean by that?
As I said, well, the Feywild, we have very much a different understanding of how time moves to itself. The pieces of the glass cannon, they have only been here on the Feywild for a few hundred years, but in your time, it would be tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Happy with my knowledge.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask too much because, again, Flint does a lot like predetermined things.
Yeah.
He's going to take his knowledge and he's going to fate the fate lever, fate stitcher,
Yeah.
and that's yeah.
Do come again. And you leave the room, that like cold essence leaves your body, There's a moment where, like, obviously Flint disappears for you all. He's gone for no time at all. Leave the room again, and you're like, as if you've just been like wind.
Did you like that room, Kinty?
I give you a glare.
I think you
What
like the room.
happened?
I basically push Rowan into the
You push Rowan
It'll be fine.
into the room.
I'm gonna find a way to nonchalantly almost go in and then knock the TV.
There you
You push Rowan into the room.
I can't explain. I'm like, get it.
You feel that strange, cold essence wash over your body. Again, the fake section does not turn around. Rowan, we were expecting you.
Okay.
Expecting me.
Indeed, yes. Surely you must have questions for the fake stitcher. Again, you see them pulling threads into the
The
loop.
room goes cold for Flint. Is that him?
Cold for
Oh, yeah, but you know, like cold.
Cold for everyone.
Cold for
The
everyone.
fate picture.
That is indeed my name.
Does that mean it's changed?
Oh, I can't change what happened. Like a nudge.
So why are you called the fate stitcher then?
These threads, fate that you see before me, I weave and stitch together. So,
So they would have broken.
oh, I cut them short in some occasions. You watch
Oh, I'll
as she
stop
pulls
going
out.
down that
She
direction.
pulls out like a giant pair of golden scissors, just grabs one thread and cuts
Somewhere in the distance.
it. Somewhere in the distance, yep, someone has just died.
Oh,
Before their time as well.
I'm just a bit like.
Stunned. Like, genuinely stunned.
Leave the thread and measure it out.
So, am I supposed to ask you not to kill me or something?
Oh, no, you're far too bad.
What am I valuing for?
You'll figure it out.
You didn't know the answer to that question. I'm asking you. You told me to ask you questions.
Let's just say that your soul is very important. A twin soul, as you might expect.
Right, you know about the other paragon, don't you?
Of course I do.
The one that
And
appeared
again,
several times.
pull the threads, and it's a clearly there.
It's meant to the end of the battle.
Who are they?
Your brother, sibling, kin of some kind, still alive.
See, I did think they looked a bit like me, but they can't be my brother. My mom only had one kid.
are known for
Well,
litter.
nice to know a story.
Rabbits are known for litter.
There are elements of your life.
You're not going to find that one.
Even you might be.
So the letter they left me is all true.
It's still alive.
And if you mention the letter, because you mention the letter, they click their fingers and the letter drifts up out of your pocket and they hold it in their hand. It's just like, yes. I can't remember. But yes. But they sense this
But I didn't need those.
like
They're trying to reach me. I'm trying
hands
to
around
find
the letter. As I said, you are a twin soul. If you could find the other half of your soul, you might bring them back.
What does that mean?
As I said, there are parts of your history that even you might find fragile.
So I kind of think back on like some things that happened and kind of put not two and two together, but like two and one together. two and one together and kind of go,
And get 4.
When
built
two
some weird shit, didn't you?
become one.
With one little two.
Mom built some weird shit, didn't you?
Mom built some weird shit.
Honey, I split the cord.
That is that absolutely is the episode's title, and Paul, you absolutely deserve an inspiration token for that. That is great.
So what did she do?
Your mother.
I can explain
Oh,
it.
sorry.
Well, no, because I'm going to give you a tip.
Well, let's go.
It would seem that your mother has dabbled in chronomancy, and I don't want to use the word sacrifice. It's not exactly what happened, but your brother's soul fueled the machine that she made. But it didn't work. The timeline that you now sit on, it's no body for your brother. But their soul is still very much out there. Somewhere, Nine Hells. Everything leads to furnace. All roads lead to hell.
I'm surprised, but also
That's
not.
it's going to be another episode
Yeah, of
down the
All
line.
roads lead to
All
hell.
roads lead to hell.
That's going to be the episode where we try to get to hell before all roads lead to hell.
But also not surprised in
If you control that petition, destroy the
I wish there was more that I could do.
It's what I plan to do, and I think, right, it's...
when he appeared to me as I think had been taken, something grabbed him back.
Indeed,
Who was that?
I think you already know. The mental months already.
Ooh.
Clicks the fingers, a vision of a mirror appears.
Fucking looking thread. What happens if you take it?
Oh, it would unravel.
Doesn't that sound like fun?
As far as it would be, he's got to put it all back together again. And
The hand that was reaching towards the scissors comes back.
but here's the thing: is that you go to reach for the scissors, and your hand just passes through. I have also tried to cut this one. It seems that they are more resilient.
Like in my plier.
Something.
Yeah, but after it's follow tracks.
Right. Mom built a spy machine. Built my twin. Sacrificed my twin.
Me.
Close enough. Close enough.
Close enough. Close enough.
Now,
Rowan coming up with theories. Killed my twin.
Howard.
Sacrificed my twin. Yeeted my twin.
we're children,
Hey,
learn
my
from minds.
Absorbed.
That's actually the closest way of saying it. The machine is the soul. Could it be you?
Children yearn for minds. In this case, the
Yeah,
minds are
it's me
hell.
and another universe, probably.
The children yearn for hells.
And what if I does exist?
Yeah. Well, this has been really helpful.
You like me?
Yeah.
It's a good ring.
I should have asked why I wasn't expected.
Ah.
Because you said I wasn't expected.
Hindsight.
When you say that, the face turns around.
What did you say? Sorry.
There is no
I said the
face.
last question.
There is no face.
Ah.
It is just hollow space.
Nice.
It's black hollow space.
You've given me another question now. Is there a reason you turned around?
Is that your last question?
No, it's
No one ever has last questions. Not for me, anyway.
did I not ask the question?
You'll think more, and you'll want to ask to me.
Well, I forgot.
That's going to annoy me. What was the question?
The shockers made me forget the question. I had a question, I've forgotten it now.
That's brilliant. That has genuinely annoyed me.
Perfect.
You were going to ask a question and I can't remember what it was.
I don't remember.
No, don't. It's great for the story. It's great for the story. It's gone.
Get out.
It's gone. Yeah, and you just leave the room. Again, no time has passed. Rowan entering and leaving.
They said you're next.
I don't think that. Yeah, mate.
No! That's not the go as well.
I'm like Ratatouille.
Yeah, again, you feel that very cold essence wash over your body. You've been in this room before, though. But again, nothing escapes as you do it.
Damn it.
And the body does not turn around. The face says, "Welcome back, Evandora.
Hello, Pig Kitchen.
How have you been?"
You can tell me how I've been.
I know, but I like to hear it from you. There's clearly like a much more like
Familiarity.
but also like workplace colleagues.
Yeah.
That going
Yeah,
on.
I'm very much like, let's get on with it.
Yeah, she's here to do your like quarterly review.
Yeah.
And you're like, I already know how I did.
I don't need you to tell me
Been
about it.
self-review.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, since the last time we spoke, thanks to Chuck,
Been quite some time for me, anyway.
I think you'll find that I now have a story. For so many years, it's been me guiding others to make choices, to be curious, to do the right thing, to become the right person, at that right time in that right place. And yes, sometimes I've had to thwart a warlord I was guiding, or maybe bring peg down to a king ruling a kingdom. Maybe it was just simply turning a pumpkin into a carriage, or just giving a small child a little wish. But now I'm not really guiding anyone. I'm just running around.
What about these new friends that you've made?
Right.
Felons.
I thought I was supposed to guide at least one of them, but I think I've ended up guiding them all, and they've been guiding me. For once in my very long life, thanks to Chuck, I have no one to guide but myself.
I think that is quite a good thing, to be honest, Eleanor. Walk your own path for
It's
once.
been so long. I don't think I know how to do it that well. As you can see, I've not been doing great at it. It's hard when you can't just give them a nudge here or there, or point them in the right direction when they're all, quite frankly, idiots.
Well, I think that perhaps if you allow it, nudge from me this time.
Well, I just think I showed him in this room in the first place. I can't wait for you to start in the office.
Oh, don't get me started on those. I think I might do them tomorrow, to be honest. I might do the rest after
I
all.
think you will.
That green fella, what a weirdo.
I'm assuming their threads are a lot tangled and more careful.
Simon going through the room.
Look, Simon, look very close to it. That little
Not in
knot.
the room with you. Different spaces entirely. You're all
Flip
experienced.
reality.
Yes, flip reality. You're all experiencing it at different times, at different spaces.
Maybe a little nudge from me. So that's why I showed him this room.
Quite clever.
Well, I always have been a clever little quick learner.
Do you have any questions for me?
Sometimes I don't think questions need to be answered. After all these training and all the lessons I've been taught, not to ask questions, but to guide others to questions. It's quite unusual for me to ask my own questions.
The choice is yours. Again, they just go to like pull some threads into the loom, begin to weave them together.
Be tempted with your own.
Not, no, okay, I'm trying to think of what.
Very personal questions for me.
Yeah.
What about?
Do we know if she died or not?
I don't care about that.
Oh,
Yes, I have many besties over the years.
You saw her regenerate.
yeah. Shit, yeah.
You saw her physically regenerate, whether or not she's still alive.
You can always be nosy about our lives.
That's
Questions like fun about the plot.
tempting.
You could.
Okay, so okay, I can.
Because if it's not your
If I'm meant to guide these spellings, then what am I guiding them to?
They go to. I think you are also being. Oh, I can't see too far ahead. You're cheating otherwise. But from what I have seen, you spellings are to be greater than you once were.
could lead them to greatness, just like the good old days. Fate spinner, stitcher, head stitcher.
Yeah. They're not as good as their job.
Where do you see my friend?
Again, grabs a specific
Why not?
one out of the air and just traces a line down it. Oh. The dark portent. There is great power within you, Labrador. But if it were to be corrupted, I sense darkness across all realms. I think
Power is wicked under that.
you believe yourself to be good-natured. I think it might be best for you to surround yourself with those similar.
But a lot of the spellings are
Are not so good.
chaotic. Maybe maybe that's why I'm here. They're also chaotic. They need a little good shepherd to wrangle them all around.
This is what I see. Leader will be made of you at some point. Everyone.
I've always seen myself in power.
Quite possible.
I've been so adjacent to power for so many centuries. Might be nice to hold. You just see a very devious.
Yeah, there's a moment, but I would like to think that there is a moment
Do you watch
where
nothing?
I'm not.
I do.
Guys, do you know when they go to the dark universe?
Oh,
when
God,
they're dead, and everyone else just leaves every good
Dark
character-
Willow and Dark.
Every good
Thunder.
character is evil. Every
Yeah,
character is
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to think that in that moment there is just this tiny little red glint of it in everyone's eye. Just this tiny little bit. That's what the Dar's all about. The Dar's all about power and hunger and corruption and all that stuff. And as you're like, ooh, more power, there is just a tiny little ting in the eye of red that no one else gets to see. Do you leave the room?
Yeah, I think my annual, well, centaurial review
Yeah,
is-
basically.
I'll see another 100 years.
See you in another 100 years. You leave the room, and you're all waiting outside the room for quite some time for Simon to return. Whereas all of your
Will we ever make
visions.
cheese pasties available in store?
Yeah, and then like, every single question that Simon can ask this
Has been
answered. Would you like to know what the first question was?
Yes, but
Is
we also,
Bacchus my biological
and can we also find out what the last question that's I asked?
Oh, the last question.
I didn't remember that question. I was thinking.
Oh, really?
I've got to think. I don't know what his last question would
I think
be.
you'd be absolutely. I think you'd just be the last one. And finally, why do onions make you cry?
Just a chemical they release.
Get out. Go away. Go away.
I'm
wasting my time.
Leave.
You're
Yeah.
wasting my time, which is something weird to say for a timeless being
Yeah.
like myself.
Here's the thing: is that you all left the room of your own free will. Simon is thrown out. Simon is ejected, and after maybe like a good 5 minutes, Simon is just like across this marble
I
floor.
told you it was a pen room.
Oh,
How much bit Laura done did you guess?
I've been in there for about 6 hours.
Right.
I know so much now.
And we just look to the other two going, can't wait for your turn.
And Simon was like,
Boss, I really do think you should have a go at some point. Maybe when you're more with us.
Yeah.
I need to.
So nothing on.
And also, Flint is also thinking, what do you mean by I shouldn't be there? Like, I'm at the wrong time.
Also, this is maybe slightly darker, but have you played Little Nightmares?
yes.
For some reason, I imagine this kind of vibe.
Yeah, 100%. There is that vibe.
All the extra doors. Little Nightmares is such a gorgeous fucking game.
Oh, it is.
Oh,
It is
I
a
was
like
thinking,
horror puzzle platformer game.
Ah.
it's Limbo,
It's quite dark.
it's like Limbo, what's
I
the
know
other
what
one?
the children
Inside.
love.
Like the
Limbo
soundtrack is
inside
really
both games.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, I have the VOD from me playing the last part of the second game and reacting to the ending. It's on it's on the Twitch. It's like the VOD of just the last part of it.
Which now, because I found that one in
Streaming months.
But
But genuinely, my reaction is just there with like jaw on the floor.
the one I was thinking of more was Persona: The Velvet Room. If you played Persona, the Velvet Room.
The vibe of the door though, there's no light that comes out of it. You can see the fake stitcher inside before you move across the barrier, but then when you move in,
That's sort of
that
that kind of like purple, almost jail
It
cell.
kind of feels like a U energy, but like darker.
Yeah, exactly. It's like this purple, like almost this blue purple room.
Well, I like the idea of always playing a wicked. Villains are always good.
villains are always fun to play. Maybe we'll do a villain campaign.
Would you go into
I'd enjoy that.
We'll just go into
You do an
the
AU.
Yeah,
One shot AU.
I would
So
very
you
much-
want to do a super villain.
I would very much enjoy doing like a villain campaign.
We just need to mirror that so we're all up there.
That would be fun.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll do a one shot. Yeah, we'll do a little one shot where like you've got to fight like evil versions of yourself.
Yeah.
Simon's just the same. Simon's literally just the same.
Simon,
But the diamonds are just sitting on the side eating popcorn.
Yeah.
Commentators.
Yeah.
Simon would do.
Oh my god! It's like that fictional webbook where it's the snooker commentator.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's a bad piece.
Simon would do what happens in Scott Pilgrim, where he's faced with the dark version of himself, and he comes to them just like chatting.
He's
Yeah.
called
Negus.
Nega. He's called Nega.
My all-time favourite film.
It is mine as well.
So good. But after your conversations with the fake stitcher, you can explore some more of the avenues you would like, or you can go for a small west.
Ooh, to you guys.
We are going to take a short
Yeah,
break.
just
So,
We went on for a
Yeah, we never made it. We never made it to
I
now.
know. We've been a lot. Big Lord though. Been a
Yeah,
big
Big Lord,
Lord though.
though.
And we're back. Unfortunately, that was a bit of a longer break this time, just because there was stuff that needed to get done. People needed to sustenance. But we are back. You lot have had an interesting conversation with a mysterious figure known as the Fate Stitcher, who has told you about your past and your potential future. We pick up exactly where we left off. Simon getting thrown out of the strange black room where the Fate Stitcher lives, and you are all free to explore the Abbey as you see fit.
I bet Simon asked them what their favourite Christmas were.
Yeah, every single question that I've asked as the city question of the day, Simon has asked those questions to the Fate Stitcher.
What's a musical?
Musicals exist.
I did not go to like primary school.
Yeah, every single odd question.
I was born knowledgeable.
You
What character would you be in a D&D campaign? It's D&D.
yeah. Simon got really weird with some of them questions.
He got really meta and looked at the camera and said,
Simon can break the fourth wall. He just chooses not to. But yeah, no, you are all free to explore the Abbey as you see fit. You can go and take a long rest if you would like.
I don't think we actually need one. I don't
need a long rest.
There are other rooms here within the Abbey that you can go and explore.
is there anywhere else you'd recommend us giving a visit?
Is there a pool?
There's a well. It's a wishing well.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Out in the courtyard.
My goodness.
In the well.
Let me out!
Is there a bucket?
Let me out!
Probably is no. You get one of the novices who are cleaning. You can go and use one of their buckets.
I'm really tempted, wouldn't
You can do it. So you can
Do I let it out?
Rest by Wonderland for yourself, darling.
We have been on the road for a few days now. I'm getting tired.
You can really rest up here. There's some of the sisters know some incredible healing spells and in turn some relaxation magic.
Maybe dinner. Maybe let's do dinner out. We've not had a proper meal in a few days together. We've been on the road and I've been eating rations.
Sister Creek
I don't need
is
to
one of
eat.
the top.
Yeah, you don't need to eat. It's nice though.
Yeah.
I ate from Sister
Yeah.
Cook's cafeteria every year, every day I was here, and I would say it is some of the best food made in the family. Sister Cook really knows what they're doing.
Okay. Alright, that sounds like a good plan. Dinner?
Yeah, they got bacon
Yeah.
created into custard.
They might. They might. They might. That might be what's available for pudding.
Yeah, sure.
Fairies and cookies.
They're making fairy cakes.
That's where you get the
Fairy
cookies.
cakes, yeah. You can all head to the cafeteria. It very much is like the Hogwarts Great Hall, where you've got all the tables out in front of you with like floating candles in the ceiling, food just in all directions on the tables that you can help yourself to as you desire.
If you're unsure about the colour of some things, if it's grey, stay away. Any other colour then, help yourself.
I want some of that. And Simon just points like a big turkey that they've got sitting on the table and he's just, I could really go for a turkey.
That's our bit.
I've never had that.
Oh, it's delicious. Quite soft, but it is delicious. It's just like chicken.
Oh God, that is good. Jesus. Oh, it's a fake one. And you realise like Simon's pulled the leg off like a fake turkey that they've got sitting there. Why would they do that? That's so mean.
Rowan spots those little orange bits on skewers, assuming they're carrots and Texaco.
That's carrots.
I was waiting for you to
No,
come
no,
over.
no, it's carrots.
Living carrots.
You hear
They're
him
quite
point into
complete with
one.
the mandrake.
Rowan just closes their eyes and goes,
Good, nice. Hey,
why am I such a murderer this episode?
It's an episode.
She's had an episode.
A murderer this episode.
You add a new part to your book of Eton.
No. No. You can all enjoy a nice and tasty meal. I am going to roll something back here. Where's me? There it is.
You dropped it.
No, you all.
Constitution save.
No, I am actually going to say that you all get another maximum health increase of 12 hit points.
Whoa, nice.
12 hit points, yeah. I rolled max on a d12.
Oh, no.
Any order.
So,
Also, I go out of my way to go and find Marcus and ask him.
Oh, the milk here is like Tatooine blue milk. And it's like really fresh.
My max health point is 69.
Nice. Would you
I
like
don't know,
that?
35.
You can all, again, if you roll higher than a 15, you can round up to the nearest 10.
I don't want to.
If you don't want to, you don't want to. You can have a nice high hit points.
I got 40 or 35.
35, that's fine.
It's round. The whole number.
It wasn't higher than 50.
It wasn't higher than 15. That's fine. Someone do note down for Marcus and...
Just send it in the chat.
Thank you.
The law keepers are here.
Do appreciate that. Yeah, when I do...
And they do get together thanks to Cho. Do they get
Yeah,
together
no,
thanks to
we'll
Cho?
do those next week. Hopefully we're all here next week, but we'll do those. Like, after you had dinner and a rest, they'll come back. Face Stitch was like, I don't want to do any more after Simon.
Got so many other threads to keep sticking
Oh,
together.
Yeah. I usually roll like a d12 or a d10 whenever I do like max health upgrades as well, just to try and like, give you like a good amount.
Well, I think it came from me going, if I get a 20, can I round it up?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I came from. And it's like that's what I love about D&D. You can just say something dumb and they'll just be like,
But I'm no longer as squishy as us.
No longer
Honestly,
as-
my first, I'll say it later because it's off tangent, but my first time watching a D&D series, one of those moments was the moment I went, this is really cool.
But yeah, it's a nice hearty meal you all enjoy. Realistically, there is any kind of food that you want to eat here, so that's kind of why you're getting the health increase, just because it's a buffet. It's really
It's great hospitality.
indeed it is great.
The sisters know how to take care of you.
But there are also a few other sisters here eating meals. You see that there are like a few little groups of people just sitting and chatting. So if you want to go and have a chat to some of them, you can.
As an alumni, I'm quite a prestigious alumni
Are we
here.
still pretending to be our
No. You're with me and I'm very well known here. I mean, some of the novices and apprentices, they just look up to me a little bit. It's quite embarrassing sometimes, but you know what? I was a novice once, and I progressed from novice to apprentice to adept, all the way up to where I was at the time, although we lost.
Simon just goes, I'll never know which.
No.
Can I look around for anything peculiar, should be interesting, gossip?
Make an investigation check for me, please.
Sisters in grey robes are novices. They're the lowest of the rank.
This is inspirational.
Then sisters in blue, pale blue, there are apprentices. They're next. Adepts are white.
6, you don't really find anything out of interest.
I'm going to roll for interest for Flint as well.
Yeah, go for it.
Investigation. Told you.
I think I'm getting 6s.
Don't look at his lies.
6s is a lot. I'm getting a lot of 6s. Not 6s is a lot. 13.
13. I mean, Flint likes to look for strange weapons and such, doesn't he?
6,
There might be
3,
weapons.
1.
Oh no!
In there.
There might be weapons in the air.
Well, they're like magical, ornamental weapons. You see quite a strange. You see quite a strange ornamental weapon sitting on one of the walls that looks like a tube of some kind. You don't really know what it is. It's a big tube.
I'm going to walk up to it and study it more closely.
It's like 12 foot tall and on the wall. It's like way high up on the wall and it's like on a plaque of some kind.
Fuck it, tens of floating disc. I'm looking up to it.
You float up and there is like a tiny little plaque that just reads the face of good.
I believe it was Sister Marguerite who actually invented the fey bazooka and actually fired it on a whole plague of Shadowborn. It was quite
Marguerite?
exciting.
Man, what?
Yep, the phase.
How big was Marguerite?
Marguerite
Was a fairy.
half fairy, half giant.
Yeah.
I don't
So
even
actually, they averaged around about 7 to 8 foot.
I don't even want to know how that conception happened.
Well, magic fairies aren't just tiny little pixies and sprites.
Fairy
Okay.
critters and the like.
Some say they were a fairy prince.
Okay. Can I study a bit more closely?
Absolutely. Make an Arcana check for me, please. The plaque, yeah, would definitely read the Feizuka last fired like 8,000 years ago.
Better. 24.
24. You immediately have an incredible understanding of how this works, and you think that anything could be loaded into this. It's a junk jet from Fallout.
Oh
It's
yeah.
basically a junk jet.
Oh yeah.
It has some sort of like pneumatic firing system that you put big thing in one end, pull, and it just gets.
Yeah. It's a scatter gun.
Good post, right?
Huh?
Good post.
Good for post,
Almost
yeah.
like a cannon.
It is some sort of like pneumatic cannon.
Nice.
That yeah.
It's not made of glass, is it?
No, it is not. It is made of metal. It is made.
Imagine the glass cannon being used to like shoot mail. Like the most mundane thing ever.
And goes into retirement, becomes a
Interesting
postman.
enough, it's made of complete iron, which is clearly very, very dangerous towards fairies.
Once again, how is it held? But beside the point.
Well, Sister Marguerite was a very large and broad woman.
Heavy, yeah. It's not that sort of heavy.
She had giant and fairy strength.
It's not just made of iron though. There are like flecks of other metal throughout the tubular. It is tubular in shape.
Nice.
Good job, Sister Marguerite.
Rowan's gonna look around to see if there's anyone who is sat alone.
There would be. There is like one novice wearing grey, just sitting alone, eating a meal to themselves. 100% looks like a body.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Frizzy brown, mousy hair.
I'm gonna go over and sit with them. Hi. How's it going?
I'm okay. You new here? I don't recognise you. How are you gone?
I'm a visiting guest with
Oh.
Laura.
Who? What? They're new here. They're new here, so.
Have you not heard about
I just had a chill.
The name doesn't.
Same feeling had when in the Fate Weavers, like that same sort of chill.
Don't
You know who I am.
Yeah, I'd be careful.
I've only been here for like a week or
Oh
so.
gosh.
Oh, my name's Stefano, by the way.
Rowan.
Shakes your hand, blushes a little bit.
Hey, here we go. I got one, so do you.
You know what? Everyone's gonna have one.
Everyone gets one.
Everyone's gonna have one.
And I've just learned.
Yeah, I know.
Yours is everyone. You are the instigator. You are the instigator here.
Don't worry, there's no.
Call me Dick.
It's not him. You are just.
Hey, Vine.
It's what? To be honest, they ask a lot of us here at the Abbey, and if we don't do as we're asked, then we don't really get many opportunities to stay. It's tough, but fair. I mean, they are very prestigious spellcasters here, so it's genuinely a great opportunity for me to learn.
Is it the kind of environment where making bold moves is better for your education, or is it better to sort of stay in line?
It can depend who you're being tutored by, to be honest. Some teachers want you to go against the grain and to try things out yourself, where other tutors try to help us on the correct path and rules and regulations.
Rowan cracks out her necklace of fireball.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I think this might be too missing.
One or two minutes.
And so you can go off and take it.
Like a couple party deck with a top skill
Oh my
card.
gosh, chaos.
Um,
We love this.
I don't think I want that. I'm sorry, but I'm not really very proficient with evocation, so I
Occasion.
elemental
You
magic.
know, Richie.
Oh, you don't have to do anything. Just throw it. And just
Okay.
you can pretend to be really good, and then you just lob upside the
Just like, I'm not sure.
It's up to you.
You send me last one.
I might be used.
Yeah.
Takes it, just like puts it in a bag.
It's what we do when you meet new people and new friends. You give them things like pebbles.
Like,
You give your friends pebbles.
something like that. Mine cut back.
It's so dark.
Just everyone in the background holding the shoes.
Yeah. Maybe
Give
I
him
should
some
give
ashes.
you
Hit pebbles.
You
some.
don't. You don't.
Pebbles, they were
I think
pebbles.
it's only fair. It's a custom here in the family.
They are
It's a
X
trade.
pebbles.
He's
He's
they
tiny
got one
from
of their
George.
earrings, and like, here, take this.
That looks really
Oh, I'm so proud of that one.
Of my own creation, that water droplet there. If you break it, you will cast the water.
I'm going to rest his star.
Ooh.
Rowan undoes this plain feather earring then.
Yep.
Actually, rest his star.
You got one nice, like, bluey pearlescent earring.
Rowan pops,
Looks like a teardrop. Lovely.
Rowan pops the feather one in their pocket and just decides that later on, not during game time, they're gonna pierce their second lobe for the feather.
Nice, nice. You could do an arrow if you wanted.
Not now.
No, I mean, you don't, but that's what I'm saying. You could literally do it whenever
It's
you
an earring,
want.
We just come back to the dorm room with Eleanor putting fire on her wand. Should be Sarah Lance at before.
You just heat up the end of the wand. Like,
Yeah, just hit it on the end of the wand and then just give you some ice behind it. And we're going to go on the count of 3. What?
love that.
Here's the bunny.
Thank you for that, but
What's funny?
be careful with that thing. It's how
Yeah, I will. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
no problem. This question: what's the best food you eat?
It's all good.
Once you rotate it, you'll be-
I am actually quite partial to the
It
Mars
seems
pan
like
they
it.
have for pudding.
Smells.
Lovely meeting you.
Oh.
Beelines for the Mars pan.
With that ridiculous movement speed that you've got, you're across to the marzipan in the blink of an eye.
It's
it's
Bugs Bunny, yes, but
Yeah, it's Bug- I was going to say it's Bug Bunny, yes, but then there are also 2 like big rabbit teeth marks bitten into the side of the marzipan.
just absolute like just
Torn it to
Yeah.
pieces. Make an initiative roll for me, please. It's just fun. Just to see how quickly you tear it.
Oh,
15.
Yeah, it's like under 6 seconds, and like a corn on the cob, you like torn it to pieces.
I took one bite carefully to taste
And
it,
it was
and then I was
really
like,
good.
oh,
Yeah, it's absolutely ripped it to pieces.
oh, she knew what was the line.
to land.
D.
D, not
Your mum.
Not
Didn't do that deliberately. I rolled a D. It's the first name that came to
Demona.
Yeah, sure.
Demona.
Is can
I
I
don't know.
stand
Scary.
around?
Demona. Demona.
Can I stand around to see
Demona.
if there's anybody here that is like maybe like was or still is a rival?
Of
Like in
yours.
hell last few years.
They're an alumni as well. Maybe they teach, or maybe they're just there, or
Final year someday. Maybe they're teaching here now.
Absolutely, there is a rival. Here. Her name is Regina.
oh nice.
Regina.
It's Regina.
Richard.
Yeah, Reggie 100% as well, but you see full high elf.
Oh god, of course.
Like some of the high
Of course
elves
it is.
before, very ostentatious, very posh. You see them walk into the grand hall, immediately
Nice.
meet your gaze, and that's where we're gonna end the episode.
Nice. Are you singing?
If you want to say something,
No, I think
Floating on the
the last. If
Yeah,
that,
no, Heather.
if that's
Yeah,
the
I
last
I
thing,
think that's the perfect place.
I have you just hit
Was
the
Heather?
start of vicious.
Oh,
Oh, yes. Perfect.
Means I'll be
So in the insult,
They're wearing
they
like
had a run in London, but
Tudor
they postponed it now.
robes.
Yeah.
They've got like a big
full white.
Tudor's hat
So it goes
on.
novice. It goes novice, apprentice, adept,
Not anytime soon.
brilliant,
Radiant.
superior.
Oh, I've got Radiance with
bought
one of
something
them. I've got Radiance.
Oh, it's brilliant and radiant.
Yeah, that's why I've been saying Radiance is faded the other times. Like.
Something rotten.
Radiance is the top one.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we love that,
The
Next
Tudor.
the first word you hear is
And then we fade to black, the credits roll.
yeah. I'm about to shout.
Voices Yeah, no, 100%. I love that.
Right.
That's the last thing we see as the episode finishes. If you go to cast Vicious Mockery at Regina and we roll the black.
Nice.
I think that's a great place to end.
Perfect.
Thank you all very much. And hopefully we will see you all next week. Ta-ta!